Hey boys and girls, I'm going to go ahead and show you where you can find your assignment for science lesson 2.01, mixtures of solids. We're going to start by going into our science course. The lessons for module 2 are actually under module 4, mixture. So we're looking at module 4, mixtures. And we're looking at 201, mixtures of solids. And with this assignment, boys and girls, you're actually going to find this. You'll find it at the end of the lesson, but this is a practice like a scientist activity or assignment that can be found on page 9 of 11. And if you scroll to the bottom, it's right here. Practice like a scientist, mixtures of solids. So you're going to do this in the lesson, and then this is what you're turning in, is this mixtures of solids. Okay, so I'm going to click on that. And this is a 3-page assignment, and we'll talk about it in just 1 second. This is an experiment. If you don't have access to the materials you need for this experiment, I do have a video of the experiment being done, and you'll find that on your Buzz announcements along with this video as well. Okay, so I'm going to go back here. I'm going to go to page 11 where you're going to find the same exact worksheet, mixtures of solids. And so let's talk about what you're doing for this experiment. Again, if you don't have access to the things that you need for this experiment, I have a video of it already being done that you can use in order to complete the assignment. So it says, for this experiment, you will create a mixture of solids from around your house. Once you have made your mixture of solids, you will have a chance to show that mixture of solids can be separated based on the observable properties of their parts. So here are the materials. Choose 2 or more solid materials from the suggested materials list below. Try to choose materials from different categories to make sure your mixture has different observable properties. So take a look at this list. Choose 2 or 3 or more of these items. Find them around your house, and you're going to kind of put them together. In the video, we used rocks and leaves. Okay, here's the procedure. Place the materials you decided on a flat surface or in a bowl. Write down the list of materials you have gathered in the observation section below. Step 2, show that mixtures of solids can be separated based on your observable properties of their parts by identifying the different observable properties of your mixture. So here you're going to write a list of the materials that you decided. Now, if you're using my video, you would put rocks and you would put leaves, but you can choose any of these materials here if you'd like to do it independently and not use my video. Whatever you end up using, you're going to write that list here. If you end up using more than 4, just continue the list over here. Then you're going to write the observable properties of your mixture of solids in the space provided. So what things do you observe of your different objects? Okay, remember, observable, you're using your 5 senses as long as it's safe. Now, for rocks and leaves, I probably wouldn't use my taste sense because it's unsafe to taste a rock and a leaf. You can use your nose, you can use your hands to touch, your eyes to see, and then write those observable properties down here. And then you've got your conclusion. In the space provided, explain how you used empirical evidence to explain that mixtures of solids can be separated based on the observable properties of their parts. So here you're just explaining the evidence to show that mixtures of solids can be separated based on the observations of their properties and their parts. So you're just explaining, how did you separate that mixture of solids that you created? What did you look at? What senses did you use? How did you separate them into different categories? What things did you observe? Okay, so once you're done filling that out, you'll go to that next activity tab and you'll submit your work by clicking on the blue plus button that's on your screen and attaching your 2 worksheets.